Man is arrested and charged with shooting at a group of juveniles who allegedly stole his vehicle.
The scene unfolded on Shirley Drive today when police say the man went after the juveniles and ended up grazing one of them in the head with a bullet. Tonight, 30-year-old Reginald Charles is charged with aggravated battery and aggravated assault for firing at the alleged car thieves. His wife says he just wanted their property back. Charles' wife tells us she was carjacked by a trio of teenagers around 9 this morning. Her husband began driving around in their truck to search for the car. Police say he found the vehicle, gave chase, and then the teen suspects crashed the car on Shirley Drive. The NOPD says Charles then fired 2 shots into the vehicle, hitting one of the teens in the hand and grazing his head with a bullet. Police stress no other shots were fired. The injured 14-year-old suspect was taken to a hospital. Another juvenile got away, and a 17-year-old was held by Charles until police showed up. Police say Charles hit the teen with a firearm. The injured 14-year-old will be taken into custody once he is released from the hospital. He and the 17-year-old will be charged with auto theft and possession of stolen property.